ancient Pokeball. I haven't been reading the title cards till now. What else is fucking new? We get our usual recap from Liko.
Amazingly, they won!
I mean, Zerk's Rhydon's fucking garbage. Have you seen episode 1? We're now back to the present, where Liko's encased in her own pendant, and one's gotta wonder how cozy is it in there. Weirdly enough though, Roy's Pokeball starts to glow. Amicio, however, doesn't care about the Pokeball. He cares about Liko and the pendant, and they're coming with him, as he declares, as he throws out Cerulege, which seems to be his ace, so you know things are serious. I like the courage these kids show off, as they don't back down. And they both use their starters to, you know, at least see if they're par with it. But they're not. Is this battle segment time worthy? No! This battle's alright. It shows how outmatched Liko and Roy are. And the fact that Cerulege didn't even need to dodge is, well, it speaks for itself. I do like the combo these guys were going for, and not when they were just running for some reason. So Liko tells Sprigatito to use Leafage for the 12th time in the whole series so far. I've been using my notes to keep track, and of course Cerulege blocks the attack, and Wind blows from that powerful sword attack. But what's this? Fuecoco from backstage, using an Ember to take down Cerulege? It wasn't enough, but Fuecoco and Sprigatito are really proud of that combo. Like, lives are probably at stake here, and my guys are just having a casual conversation.
Wow!
Read the room. It's now the 1st of April because I have a really busy life, and now it's the 2nd. Amicio was gonna tell Cerulege to finish them off, but Liko and Roy's personal items, start to glow again, but this time, Roy's Pokeball actually pops open. We don't have time to speculate which one out of the 1025 Pokemon is in Roy's ball, because it reveals itself to be... Fellas, are we actually deadass with the Dialga cry from Pokemon Journeys?
I think they also reused that sound effect for Heatran from the Legends Arceus movie, although I'm not entirely sure, so take that with a grain of salt.
Rayquaza goes into a rampage for 2 minutes and then just dips out. Now, I've watched many episodes of Horizons and reviewers.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk about episode 15 of Pokemon Horizons.
Get why Rayquaza didn't destroy them all, but that's a discussion for another day. Anyway, there's Rayquaza. So Dex is it, and it's titled the Sky High Pokemon, which you could literally just say for like every other flying type. It's now the 9th of April. I'm committed to do this now.
Rayquaza?
It's Rayquaza, you bimbo. Roy falls over, not from exhaustion or terror, he's just satisfied. Cut to a few minutes, or I guess hours? I don't know, but what's relevant here is that Murdoch's Rockruff gets attacked by a Shelter. Is it just me or am I hearing 3 voices? Look, I'm trying my best not to make fun of the English dub, but there's just some instances where I just have to put my foot down. And it's nothing to do with the music this time. The music's alright, it's the overdubbing. Who gave Sprigatito 2 voices? Who? We got a video from Nidothing, and it's all about legendary Pokemon, and how they're super rare.
Legendary Pokemon can appear anywhere in the world!
It's kinda scary actually, I don't want a Guzzlord to be in my local Starbucks.
Most folks can only catch it in their dreams.
Truth nuke. Fried is still baffled about Roy seeing a Rayquaza. He'll straight up praise. Fried asks Roy's Gramps if he knows anything about this, and he actually doesn't. That bit actually made me laugh, especially when they fell. Molly contacts Fried, remember Molly?
Hey!
Molly called Fried to tell him and the others that Fuecoco and Sprigatito are okay, which I like to hear. It would have been really sad if they were fucking crippled. Also at that time period, Fried's Charizard, aka Friedazard, does something incredibly based. He gives a Pokeball to Fuecoco to give to Roy. I need to give a formal apology to Fried's Charizard. I thought they weren't going to do that much with him in the sense that they wanted to give Fried a strong Pokemon, but I'm really digging Fried's Charizard. Fuecoco eats the ball because why oh why would you actually hold it?
Are you telling me?
Roy.
Don't touch it!
Thus, the Fire Croc has been caught by Roy. They hugged right away, which was really cute, even with Fuecoco's poor attempt of a SpongeBob laugh. All Roy needs to do now is convince his pops that he wants to travel the world with the Rising Voltacklers, which isn't even hard to do because he just has to include Fuecoco and Gramps is sold.
It's like what Fried was saying in the previous episode.
I understand how you feel, Roy, but this conversation is missing something pretty important.
What's it missing?
how Fuecoco feels.
We now cut to the meeting headquarters with the explorers, except Konya and Zerkipu aren't here, which I get it, they're just grunts. Master Gibeon is berating Amethio for, failing the mission. What an idiot. Amethio tries to defend himself by saying that the legendary snake got in his way, but this random guy just doesn't believe him. Got blue hair, pink eyes, and a suave tone to his voice.
I can't say I'm surprised, Amethio. How do you expect to serve Master Gibeon by failing so miserably?
This Gibeon Glazer is Spinel, and oh my dearie me, he is a handsome devil. Look at him. No! Anyway, Gibeon gives the pendant assignment to Spinel, and now Amethio is just kicked off it, which he isn't particularly happy about. He's not unhappy like Raihan was in Pokemon Journeys, but he's still pretty disappointed. No! Amethio's hooligans finally return, and Amethio declares that they're going after the Rayquaza. Good luck with that. And that's the episode, and I gotta say, this is probably the most important episode so far, as we now have new goals with the shiny black Rayquaza. There's new characters from the villain side, and we only know one of them being Spinel. I don't really get why the 3 shadowy figures are even there. I mean, it makes sense for Spinel to be in the meeting because Gibeon was gonna assign dependent task to him, but Gibeon doesn't even acknowledge the other 3. We have a new Rising Volt tackler joining us, being Roy. He's an awesome fella. And finally, we have more questions, such as how did this Rayquaza get into the Pokeball? Does this Rayquaza have a trainer? What's with the reused sound effects? And that's when I had to do some digging. I actually asked someone in Pokeferlax's server, which you should definitely join by the way, if they had the Rayquaza clip for episode 6 in Japanese, just to see for this video, just to compare, and well,
up the server.
Episode 6 gets a good old 9. What's stopping me from giving this a 10 is Rayquaza's awful sound effects. I know I keep harping on it, but it's just so mind-boggling that they had to use a different Legendary's voice for Rayquaza and not his own.